Hey, Team Impact, how are you doing this morning? We're getting ready to move on to statistics today. You're going to get a new packet. We're going to get into this thing and go at it. You will need a calculator every day for this. So let's get started. Flip the page. Let's get through a little bit of vocabulary here because statistics is a lot of fun if you love numbers. All right. So statistics is the process of collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. Okay, I'm going to switch to the red pen here. All right, so we have three measures of center. The measure of center is a value that attempts to describe the central or typical value that's within the data set. The three types are the mean, the median, and the mode. The mean is what we use to calculate your grade as teachers. So the mean is what we call the true average. The true average. Okay? To find the mean, you add them up and you divide by the total number in a set. So let's go ahead and do this. So it's 15 plus 7 plus 24 plus 13 plus 21. Okay? And what you'll do is you'll add all of those values up and you'll get 80. All right, and you'll notice I drew a bar there because to find the mean, we add them up and we divide by the total number in the set, which is 5. So 80 divided by 5 is 16. And 16 is the mean. The mean is what describes that data set. It represents that data set the best. Okay, let's try that again. Let's add them up on number 2. 5 plus 7 plus another 5 plus 12 plus 3 plus 8 plus 14. Write all those down. Now, when we add all of those up, we're going to get the value of 56, and I'm going to divide it by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 56 divided by 8 is 7, and 7 is the average of that data set, the mean, right? The median. The median is the middle. It's the middle number, right? It's the middle number. So to find the median, we organize the data values from least to greatest, and we will find the value in the middle, okay? So I have to write these down, least to greatest. 7, 13, 15, 21, and 24. So to find the median, we just find the middle number, and the middle number is 15. 15. Go ahead and do that again on number 4. The median. I'm going to organize these least to greatest. I have a 2. I have a 3. 3 4s. No, I have a couple 5s. So I want to write both of those down. Here's a 7. Here's an 8. And a 12. And a 14. And you're going to notice that I wrote those from least to greatest. And what I would tell you is make sure that you cross them off when you write them so that you know you have that data value down. Okay? All right. So we're going to find the middle number, 14, 2, 3, 12, 5, 8, 5, 7. We have no middle number, but we have two numbers in the middle. Right? And when this occurs, what we do is we add those two numbers up. So 5 plus 7 is 12. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 6 is the median. Or you could clearly see that the number in between 5 and 7 is 6, right? But 6 is the median. So median is the middle. Mean is the average. All right? The next one is the mode. And the mode is the number that occurs the most often. the most often. Okay? So we're just looking for the value or values that appear most often. There can be one mode, two modes, or no mode. So let's see here. What number appears? I don't see anything that appears more than once, right? So I have a 15, nothing, a 20, nothing. Nothing appears more than once. So guess what? Right out of the gate, we have no mode because nothing appears more than once. Okay? Now, next up, this data set. Okay, I see a couple fives here and another one there. So here's a 5, and here's a 5. Okay, so that 5 appears 3 times. Is there another value in here that appears more than twice? No, I have an 8. Here's an 8 and here's an 8, but I still have 3 5s. So the mode here is 8. Is 8. Okay? Last data set. And a lot of times what I do when they get too big is I'll have to organize these least to greatest, and then the mode really pops out at me, right? Okay. So here I have a couple 7s there. Okay. Ooh, I also see a couple 10s here. Is there anything else that appears more than once? No. So in this case, we have 2 modes, 7 and 10. So there's 3 different samples, one with 2 modes, one with 1, and then one with no mode because no number appeared more than once. Flip it over. The range. We're going out on the range, okay? All right, so let's take a peek at this. So the range is the difference between the biggest number and smallest number. Okay? No problem. So to find the range, I find the biggest number, which is 24. And I find the smallest number, which is 7. And 24 minus 7 is 17. And that's what we call the range of the data set. So the spread of the data here is 17 places between the biggest and the smallest number. Number 9, range. Biggest number is 14. I have a 2 there. Do I have anything smaller than a 2? No. So the range here is 12 because 14 minus 2 is 12. Okay? All right. So mean, median, mode, and range. All right. And the mean, median, and mode are your measures of center, and the range is the variation of the data. How big is the spread of the data set? Okay? All right. Let's continue on. I'm going to do probably one more of these because I'm running out of time, but you will have to do the rest if you're watching this video, 11, 12, and 13. And then if you flip the page, you'll see the homework is 1 through 6 on the other page. But essentially, I want it all done. Let's take a peek at number 10. First thing I'm going to do here is organize my data from least to greatest here. And the smallest number here is 95. Next one would be 98. After 98 is 102. And then 108. And then 115. 124. And 135. Okay? All right, so let's start with the mean. The mean, let's add up our data set here. And I'm going to grab my calculator because it's pretty big here. I can't do this mentally. All right, and let's take a peek at it. So I have 95 plus 98 plus 102 plus 108 plus 115 plus 124 plus 135. I get a sum of 775 77. And I'm going to divide that by how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I divide that by 7, I end up with 111. Right? 111, and you can see that right there. Okay. Now, if we go to the median of the data set, we're looking for the middle number, and it is 108. That's clear, right? Do we have any modes? Do we have any numbers that appear more than once? And clearly, when I organized it, I could see no mode. And when I don't have a mode, I either write none or NA, all right, non-applicable, right? And then the range. To find the range, it's big minus small, and to get the range, we end up with 40. 40 is the range, and there you have it, okay? So, good start to today. You have to do 11, 12, and 13, and then numbers 1 to 6 for the homework. I have to cut out here because I have to run the bus duty. Have a good day.